King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hi, everybody. The Summer Struggle USA Tour is rolling, and you're watching it here on New Japan Strong. I'm Kevin Kelly, along with Alex Kozlov. We got three big ones, including an 8-man tag. But, Alex, we're going to start off with a 6-man tag with a new unit that's come together. Barrett Brown, Bateman, and Mysterioso now all together as one against the DKC, Wheeler Yuta, and Adrian Quest.
I'm so excited, for Big Puppy Pump. It looks like he's found himself a home with the Stray Dog Army, and they're gonna show the rest of them how it's done.
How about this one-on-one, Carl Fredericks versus Alexander James.
Oh man, Kevin, I'm super excited for this matchup. We've seen the debut of Alexander James, a hard-hitting individual, along with Carl Fredericks. I think this is gonna be a spectacle.
And the 8-man tag promises to be wild with Team Filthy all together as one. The strong openweight champion Filthy Tom Lawler, JR Kratos, and the West Coast Wrecking Crew against the number one contender Leo Rush, Big Bad Brody King, Chris Dickinson, and Juice Robinson.
Well, this is going to be pure mayhem, and I cannot wait. I know this is a summer, but for some, it's going to be a struggle.
Let's head to the ring in just a moment, find out how it goes.
Opening match 15分一本勝負を行います。
Yes!
Oh,
we know this music.
Look at the look on your face, Alex. You're thrilled.
I'm excited. This is a new family. We have a new family here, a new faction. And they are now known as the Stray Dog Army, but they're not so stray anymore because three stray dogs, when they meet each other and they connect, they are a family and they found a home in each other's hearts. And that's what we see here.
Kind of oxymoronic if you think the name. It's kind of like the tag team of the Lone Rangers.
That's it.
Listen, if it works for them, it works for them. Barrett Brown, Big Poppy Pump, and Bateman.
I mean, look at what Bateman has done for Barrett Brown. And now, with the addition of Mysterioso to this team, what is that going to do to this family? I love it.
Did you feel like Mysterioso needed the help and guidance of Bateman?
I think there was this missing piece, They were kind of, that's why they're called the Stray Dog Army. They were all stray in some way. They've had their own struggles. Combine them together, I think a lot is in the future for these three.
Well, let's see what this pack can do here. Wheeler Yuta, Adrian Quest, and representing the LA Dojo, the DKC. Stray Dog Army going to have a battle here on New Japan Strong on the Summer Struggle Tour. Let's see how it goes. DKC in the house.
173cm
It's just DKC.
エイドリアン・クエスト
Adrian Quest, for my money, flying under the radar, one of the unsung heroes of Strong.
85kgザ・リコーダーウィナー・ユータ
And Wheeler Yuta's been making headlines all over the wrestling world, especially right here on New Japan Strong. So Nick Bonanno will be the official for this six-man contest. A little bit of everything here on the Summer Struggle Tour. We got this six-man to kick us off. We're going to see Carl Fredericks versus Alexander James, which should be an outstanding one-on-one matchup.
Yeah.
And then the main event, eight-man tag team Filthy against the number one contender, Leo Rush. Violence Unlimited, Juice Robinson. The fur will fly, as they say, Mr. Kozlov, in our main event. What would be like a Russian expression, you know, like the fur will fly, it'll get wild? I mean, how would you say that in Russian?
Ну, если мы посмотрим на нашу собачку и ее кожу, и везде все летает, это, конечно, нам не нужно. Нужно, чтобы все было под контролем.
Wow, what does that mean?
Oh, you know, the fur will fly.
Bell sounds and we're underway. Former tag team partners Barrett Brown and Adrian Quest had a falling out over success. Success that Adrian Quest was getting in winning tag team matches. Barrett Brown felt he was left out of the mix. And now he's got his back turned, and wait a minute, Barrett Brown lowers the boot. So Barrett Brown turned his back on his partner, sidled up next to Bateman, and it's been all good for Barrett Brown since then. But boy, old wounds have been reopened here with Adrian Quest and Barrett Brown.
I can certainly understand the frustration of Barrett Brown, you know, having experienced the trauma of tagging with Adrian Quest. I mean, if you look at Barrett Brown and his tag team with Bateman, he hasn't had the same problems that he's had with Adrian Quest. So to say that it was Adrian Quest that was the problem would be wrong. It was Adrian Quest.
There's a term used nowadays called gaslighting. That's what you're doing right now. Beautiful La Mystica, and now La Magistral, 2, and a kick out. Revisionist history from Alex Kozlov, but nevertheless, the tag to Wheeler Yuta, Barrett Brown escapes and rolls over and tags in the 20-year veteran Bateman. There's no doubt that Bateman has helped Barrett Brown immensely, and we'll see what he can do to help Mysterioso. Perhaps Mysterioso can help Bateman. Side headlock now. Bateman shot off the ropes for a big man. Bateman can move very well. An unorthodox style. Looking for that sit-out tombstone already. 2, and a kick out.
Now, Wheeler Yuta has been, you know, looking really good in recent weeks, you know, up in the intensity level. But you got to be very careful with a dangerous guy like Bateman.
Bateman steps in and delivers on the forearm. Up on the shoulders, no. Oh, Wheeler Yuta fakes him out using the speed. Bateman cannot catch up to the quick Wheeler Yuta. Puts him on his rear in the corner.
Oh, yeah. It's Big Papi Pump time, and we know that he's all huevos and all leche. Not wasting any time going for that clothesline, but DKC moves out of the way, showing some of his karate skills.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
The DKC's been training in the LA dojo under the watchful eye of Katsuyori Shibata and has shown vast improvement. You can see how he's remaking his form. Obviously, the training in the dojo is unlike any other that an athlete could do on his own, as Mysterioso is showing a much more aggressive side. And now sent into the ropes, and the DKC put down hard with a shoulder tackle. DKC trying to fight back, but body slammed down. Right back up, though.
Well, that punch to the gut had no effect on the thickness of Mysterioso. Just too powerful.
And DKC down, Wheeler Yuta and Adrian Quest getting a look at the physique of Big Papi Pump. And a kick out at 2.
That was a beautiful gun show.
You know, it's amazing to me that for all of the legendary success that Mysterioso has had all over the world, that he would feel like he would need help from Bateman and Barrett Brown.
Look, I don't think he necessarily so much needed the help. I just think that just like Bateman was attracted to the new dark energy of Barry Brown. It was just an organic kind of gathering, you know. It just felt like it made sense, and we can see why. Look at how well these three are working together.
I wonder, and again, I don't know the story for sure, but I wonder if Bateman felt like Mysterioso could help him and Barrett Brown. You can't go wrong having Big Papi Pump on your side, Alex.
Well, I know for a fact that Mysterioso has been showing Barrett Brown and Bateman his legendary pinata training.
Pinata training?
Yes, it's legendary. Really makes you tough.
So you hang a pinata, you swing a bat at it, and you get candy like at a kid's birthday party?
No candy. I think he had like darts inside of them, and you're blindfolded. So it's not for an average folk.
So you have to avoid the darts. I get. Ooh, Barrett Brown snapping a kick, and the DKC's had about enough of that. Rocking and firing, but Barrett Brown. Well, look at the follow through on that forearm by Barrett Brown. That was nice.
I feel like, you know, now that he's part of this team, Stray Dog Army, you know, and tagging up with Bateman, you know, we can see, you know, just how good Barrett Brown is when he's focused and when he feels at home. None of those things he felt with Adrian Quest.
I wonder if Barrett Brown will all be boo-boo face if either Mysterioso or Bateman get the win in this six-man tag team match.
There's not going to be a boo-boo face because they're not going to lose.
I didn't say lose, if they win. But let's say Mysterioso gets the pin over the DKC. Will Barrett Brown cry a river?
Did we see a boo-boo face? Did we see a boo-boo face when Barrett Brown and Bateman beat Fred Rosser and Adrian Quest?
No, we didn't.
And that's my point.
All right.
He hasn't had those problems. It was Adrian
Mysterioso.
Quest.
Oh, boy. Alex, look at this.
Ooh! All that weight crashing down on DKC. Vintage Mysterioso. Senton off the top.
Cover 2, and the DKC able to kick out. Man, oh man, if that would have gone 3, I wouldn't have been shocked, but a surprise there with the DKC able to kick out. So this is our opening six-man tag on the Summer Struggle USA Tour. DKC needing a tag. On the end of the midsection driven down.
I heard that Mysterioso has been enlightening his team, showing them the meaning of Mexican time.
Mexican time?
The gist of it is, you know, beating to the beat of your own drum and not conforming to the previously agreed times of the world.
So if call time is 2, you show up at 3?
More like 5.
Gotcha. That's Mexican time. Well, now DKC, after that drop kick, finally gets the tag. Barrett Brown, Adrian Quest, this is how we started. This could be how we finish.
Wow, look at that springboard dropkick, taking Bateman off the apron. And another one. Wow.
The tornado crossbody there, springboard style. And Barrett Brown crashes down hard. So you don't mess with Adrian Quest. Mysterioso.
And it appears as though Adrian Quest has tripped.
Sure he did. Oh, and Wheeler Yuta dumping Mysterioso after the trip on Adrian Quest out to the floor. Bateman gets cracked with a knee from the DKC, and look at this now.
Hold on a second. Bonanza, please, there's 3 men. 2 of them are illegal.
Yeah, get you some, boys.
2 of them are illegal. This is a 3-on-1 injustice. Come on now.
They're getting out of the ring eventually. Maybe it's Mexican time. And a tag.
They must be so proud of themselves, you know, being on the, you know, having the upper hand, 3 versus 1. Something to brag about, I suppose.
Dangerous there. And the shooting star press. The legal man is the DKC, but both Bateman and Mysterioso bulldoze their way into breaking up the pin. There goes Wheeler Yuta. Out. Mysterioso's going to throw Adrian Quest out.
We're going to see Gaviota in the air. Look at that.
Fantastic. And Bateman goes back home to the corner, gets tagged in, and the DKC is going to have to go it alone after Mysterioso just wiped out Yuta and Quest on the floor.
Look at those karate chops over the neck of Bateman. Look at that receipt.
That's a quit the business for him right there.
Wow,
Trips him up. Bulldog, yes, sir.
I gotta say, Dickinson's looking real good. Look at the way that he has him. Pummeling him with those karate chops. Wow.
Too much time in between, though.
Well, it's a dangerous position when you're there with Bateman. Look, he's picking him up for that tombstone.
Say
It's
goodnight.
over.
Tombstone pile driver from Bateman, and the so-named Stray Dog Army gets the win here in our opening match.
9 minutes and 26 seconds. Here are
Yes.
the winners. The team
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Stray Dog Army. All the pieces are together. It all works now.
Now Barrett Brown is sure happy,
How about that?
and Mysterioso part of a winning squad. So whatever has brought all three of these men together, you can obviously see that it works. And that means they are a force going forward here on Strong. Alex, I get the feeling that guys are picking sides now, and that factions are beginning to grow. We already had Bullet Club already established, and now we've seen Team Filthy grow in numbers and in strength, and the Stray Dog Army adding to the fold. It's going to be a wild fall here on Strong as we're just about to put Summer to bed, but we can't end the season without Summer Struggle, and we're underway here on New Japan Strong.
第2試合20分一本勝負を行います。
This has all the earmarkings of a great singles match. You've got Carl Fredericks, who is vastly improved and really growing into himself, becoming a top-flight competitor, battling one-on-one Alexander James, who made his debut recently here on Strong, who brings all that training and fighting skill from WXW in Germany. I can see why you're so excited about this one, Alex.
青く188 104アレクサンダー・ジェームズ
Well, Kevin, you know, they say that styles make the matches, and I believe that the style of Alexander James complements the style of Carl Fredericks, and for a fan, it's going to be a treat. I think this is going to be one hell of a match. Oh, it's Alpha
Is that
Wolf time.
That's the wolf cry, huh? The wolf howl?
Yeah.
I love it. Between that and yeehaw, we're working on some stuff. It's
Oh,
only
yeah.
taken 55 episodes.
A CD is in the works.
Carl Fredericks, the first graduate of the most recent class of the LA Dojo. He had won the Young Lions Cup. He's passed every test. He nearly became the Strong Openweight champion. And now on the build back again towards perhaps another title opportunity, but Filthy Tom Lawler,
赤く
his dance card is filling up fast.
アルファチャールー・フレドリックス
He's already got the number one contender, Leo Rush, to deal with. In fact, they'll be on opposite sides of our 8-man tag team main event, as well as a host of others. So Alexander James versus Carl Fredericks. I would say, I'll put it out there like this. Whoever gets the win has certainly done themselves great in the eyes of the New Japan matchmakers if looking for an opponent for whomever would win that inevitable title match between Filthy Tom Lawler and Leo Rush. What do you think?
No doubt about it. And I have to say that this one is going to be very hard to call. I would say, look, Carl Fredericks has been on such a roll, super confident in himself. He has tested himself against some of the best here in New Japan Strong. Alexander James made his debut against Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight is a young lion. Alpha Wolf is not a young lion. So this is going to be very interesting. If I was Carl Fredericks, I would be very conscious of the style of Alexander James. Alexander James is very good at isolating a body part and picking it apart. And we know that Carl Fredericks has had a shoulder injury before, and that is what I would do if I was Alexander James. I would focus on his shoulder.
And right on cue, Alexander James takes the left arm of Carl Fredericks. Alexander James, Maryland native, trained originally up in the Northeast Combat Zone, same wrestling school that produced Adam Cole, for example, amongst others. Trained extensively with Drew Gulak. His early wrestling days speak for itself, but then wanting more opportunities, ventured on his own to Germany, of all places, WXW, and trained for a year in their dojo alongside Walter, Axel Tischler, so many others, and now is bringing what he's learned competing over in Germany back to America. He's been fantastic for Beyond Wrestling and good so far here on Strong. So we're excited to see this one-on-one match. Side headlock, and we'll get a break here. Will it be a clean break? Let's see. It was a break technically, but using the hair to get back to the side headlock. James off the ropes, and the tackle, nothing doing there.
You can see the confidence on Carl Fredericks.
There is a real sense of pride of the cerulean blue when it comes to the LA Dojo products. Fredericks and Clark Connors and Alex Coughlin, they believe they represent what Shibata has trained and what New Japan Strong is all about, trading shots. And James cuts him down with a kick into the midsection to get back to the side headlock. James does not want to trade with Carl Fredericks. The drop down and a leapfrog. Nicely done there by Fredericks. Leaping cross body puts Alexander James down.
You could also say that Fredericks doesn't want to trade with Alexander James. He's very technical, very accurate with his punches and kicks. Also,
stomps away.
If you notice, he doesn't wear any knee pads, exposing his knee pads, which he uses to inflict damage on his opponents.
Pushes down the cover and a kick out at 2. You can see the chest reddening of Alexander James as Carl Fredericks has landed some shots. So the early advantage goes to Fredericks, but both men are still very physically sound right now, and James quickly getting back to the shoulder.
He's real good at bending that arm. But Carl Fredericks not letting him. Look at that boot.
Ooh. And Alexander James will go for a cover here. The shoulders of Carl Fredericks not down immediately. Good presence of the referee. And now look at this.
Look at the way that he bent that elbow backwards, cranking on that neck at the same time, applying pressure. Very hard to breathe in this position, and also weakening the shoulder of Carl Fredericks. If the shoulder of Carl Fredericks is compromised, he will have a hard time executing the manifest destiny. So this is all a good strategy for Alexander James.
Picking him up and dumping him down. Fredericks hits the mat hard. Heavy knee into the rib cage. And now trapping the leg and the arm simultaneously. Again, another move that's going to sap the wind out of Carl Fredericks. Fredericks just barely gets extending that 6'3" frame. Toe on the bottom rope, enough for a break. Alexander James now is in control.
Look at the way he grapevine that leg to mount these forearms on Fredericks. And now he's got the leg lock here.
Stretching the ligaments of the left leg of Carl Fredericks. Both men using the off leg to try to strike the other. And Fredericks is in more difficulty here and will reach out and again use the ropes to force the break.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would, when you're in a leg lock like that, you want to get to the ropes as quickly as possible.
Now, this will be a tremendous learning test, if nothing else, for Carl Fredericks. He's competing against a ground-based wrestler. Alexander James keeps it in the ring. He's not a brawler, but he is a tough, hard-nosed veteran who can stand and trade, but Fredericks getting the better of it. No. Now, James firing back.
Oh.
Kick into the midsection. Fredericks follows in. Bottom of the boot there. These guys are wailing on each other, Alex.
Yeah, they're throwing everything they have in them.
And down goes AJ. So, after the elbow drop, Fredericks will go for a cover here. Near leg hooked and a push out at 2. I would say that if Alexander James, again, if he was 5 years younger, he's only 29, but you could imagine how if he hadn't have gone to Germany, how he would have fit nicely in the LA Dojo mix.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Pump handle, got him. And now Alexander James with the cover and a kick out.
Having the experience that Alexander James has had, going to Germany, training, adapting to that style and bringing that back and combining all of those things. I mean, you can see what a great fit he is here in New Japan Strong. Alexander James looking like he's going for that gut wrench powerbomb, but Carl Fredericks is able to hold his base.
Yeah, that's what put away Kevin Knight, but Fredericks is fighting out of it.
Listen to those shots.
Yeah, man. This is a tough fight. This is New Japan Strong. Carl Fredericks, Alexander James coming off the ropes.
What a lariat.
God. This might do it. This might do it right here. 2. No, kicks out, but immediately pulls him in. Crossface and then some.
Well, look at that. He wraps that arm and the leg of Carl Fredericks while cranking on that neck. And now he switches to the other arm. That is stretching the ligaments in both shoulders while dropping the hammers on the back of the neck. My God. Alexander James is very dangerous. You have to be very.
That was almost 3 submissions in one as Carl Fredericks, again, having to use the ropes to get to the break. Once Alexander James gets you in a hold, it is very difficult for you to get out, and Fredericks having to use the ropes to force that break.
These
guys have been whacking. These guys have been whacking each other, Alex, and it takes a lot out of you absorbing those strikes, delivering the strikes, and Fredericks on the receiving end. You can see that his gas tank is getting lower and lower. He's going to have to really dig down deep.
Oh, and Fredericks reverses that and backcracker there.
Now sends him into the ropes. Spinebuster. Immediately, you can see the desperation in Fredericks as he goes for the cover. Kicks out at 2. Carl Fredericks cannot let this opportunity pass him by.
Whoa.
Manifest Destiny right there, 2. He got him. Carl Fredericks survives and wins.
I did not see that coming. After taking so much damage on practically every body part, he was able to, and in a rushing manner, which is probably smart. He took advantage of Alexander James when he was weakened after that spinebuster, quickly executing that Manifest Destiny. I'm impressed. I did not see that coming. Wow.
That's closing skill that a veteran usually displays. And Carl Fredericks, still very young in his wrestling career. Boy, I'll tell you what. Give me another opportunity to see those two go at it. I'd pay money to see it. Carl Fredericks, Alexander James. But Fredericks gets the victory. 8-man tag team main event, folks. Coming up in just a few. Team Filthy versus Leo Rush, Violence Unlimited, and Juice Robinson. Stay with us.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
This is what I live for.
All right, keep up the hard work, guys. Hey, Royce, where's this one going?
Parts unknown.
Tokon Shop Global. We ship worldwide.
Why, buddy? You finished those Okada orders yet?
Yeah, with the new Team Filthy shirt, papi.
Genius. Eso, mi gente.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
お待たせしました。本日のメインイベント、8人タッグマッチ30分一本勝負を行います。
Why do they always rib poor Jeremy Marcus when he has to referee the matches that are going to get out of control? Because this one's going to get out of control. Team Filthy is going to look to prove a point here and make a statement. Now, adding to the ranks with the West Coast Wrecking Crew, the strong open-weight champion Filthy Tom Lawler wanting to turn away all the pretenders to the crown, including the #1 contender himself, Lio Rush.
I know. I mean, he's been proving to the world that he is the #1 guy here in New Japan Strong, the only real guy here in New Japan Strong. And he showed some visitor not long ago, whose name I think goes like Kojima. Some guy Kojima
It
came
sounds
down
like
here.
Satoshi Kojima, yeah.
Right, that guy came here thinking that he could hang with Tom Lawler, but learned that there's nobody better. That Tom Lawler is the best we have. And West Coast Wrecking Crew recognizes it, and that is why they are in Team Filthy.
Add to the mix the monster himself, 305-pound J.R. Kratos. A formidable force, to say the least.
Oh, man. A menacing presence. 6'2", 286 pounds. Only 9 years a pro, but my God, what a dangerous opponent.
And there he is, the strong openweight champion, Filthy Tom Lawler. Next week, we celebrate Labor Day weekend with a good old-fashioned barbecue brawl, Alex. I got one job for you next week. I signed you up to bring the potato salad.
I already have it ready and marinated here under this summer heat.
But it's not until next week. Is it still going to be good?
I have my own recipe.
All right.
I just dare you to try it.
I've never been dared to try potato salad before. Well, there's going to be some potatoes in this one. Juice Robinson could throw those hands, no doubt about it. And we'll see what happens now with Juice Robinson teaming up with some unique partners. Juice with his own issues with Hikuleo continuing.
Oh man, the Juice is back, and he's probably one of the most charismatic individuals here. You know, I make the comparison of he's like a combination of Shawn Michaels and Duke the Dumpster Dorsey, and the energy that he brings here to New Japan Strong is unparalleled.
Big Bad Brody King and Chris Dickinson, the Dirty Daddy, the Violence Unlimited team. Joliet, Illinois' favorite son.
I still can't get over what he called Hikuleo. I think he called Hikuleo baby giraffe.
A baby giraffe with birthing hips.
Oh my goodness. Well,
And the #1 contender to the Strong Openweight Championship, looking to become the man of the hour. And we eagerly anticipate that forthcoming title bout. Lio Rush will be the tag team partners with Juice Robinson and Violence Unlimited. And while Lio, of course, is a junior heavyweight, that openweight championship is perfect for him. And can you imagine the size of monsters that Lio Rush will have to face if indeed he can beat Filthy Tom Lawler?
some would say he has all the skills to be able to get the victory over Tom Lawler. I'm not one of those guys, but he's certainly very fast, very elusive, all the things that you're gonna need when you face a mad dog that is Tom Lawler. You're gonna have to run.
Lio Rush also was a nationally ranked amateur wrestler before turning pro at a very young age. And you could imagine that Lio Rush, with his amateur wrestling success, he might have, had he not turned pro, there was talk he would have been in the mix for the Olympics. So he brings a great amateur pedigree along with his lightning fast speed and his incredible pro wrestling skill. So this, an 8-man tag team preview of the upcoming Strong Openweight Championship bout between Filthy Tom Lawler and Lio Rush. And Lio Rush would love to get the jump on the champ here. But Team Filthy, I'm sure, has one job, and that's to clear a path for the champ. And that could mean that Lio Rush has a big old target on him, Alex.
That's very true. He may not come out very fresh from this match.
Bell
But he's
sounds that we're
calling Tom
underway.
Lawler out.
Yeah, Lawler and Rush will begin.
Oh, come on, Leo. Show some respect to the #1 guy here. Oh, he's going for it. Look at him.
Already using the choke from behind. Lio Rush, though, using his quickness. And rides
Wait.
Lawler down to put the rear naked choke in. Yes, sir.
I don't like the way things are looking right now. A little preview almost.
And now elevates and takes him
Whoa.
over with the Hurricanrana.
Okay. Maybe not the best start for Tom Lawler.
And now Lawler on the chase. This is not the position Tom Lawler wants to be in. Frustrated, now tagged in. Big Bad Brody King. Oh, my God.
Coward. What a coward. Why would you tag in a much bigger man? I thought you wanted to show Tom Lawler that you could hang with him. But
I think he did. I think he
Well,
proved
okay.
his point.
It's
and
easy
the look
to
on
hang
the look on Tom Lawler's face says it. That Leo got the better of. Now the monsters collide, and Brody King cleaning house in the blue corner.
And it's always fun to see these two monsters go at it. Oh,
And now Leo
he
Rush
tags
gets
in.
tagged back in. Kratos put down with the Bulldog. And a frog splash knocking him down.
That's
Front
only
face
gonna
lock.
anger him.
And now Lio Rush Gets back to the corner. Juice Robinson goes to the top rope. And the leaping double axe handle, 2/3 of the way across the ring. Juice Robinson, boy, Juice and David Finlay have been traveling all across the U.S., battling any team they can find in tag team action. And now teaming with Violence Unlimited tonight is Juice. The tag in the back will be declared legal. That's Chris Dickinson coming in with a double axe handle on the arm of JR Kratos.
Not so sure I'm enjoying the way this match has started. I don't like the coward ways of Leo Rush. But it is a tag team match, and they're only angering the monster that is Kratos.
And Brody King tagged in. Brody King and Team Filthy have been at odds since the jump, and a full body slam. Oh, squashes him. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Brody King, is 6'5", about the same weight as Kratos, and 6 years a pro, trained, by Joey Chaos of XPW fame at the Centennial Bros Wrestling Academy.
So now there's been 2 different tags. Juice elevated. Leo Rush tries, and Brody King out of the way.
Wow!
JR Kratos turns a 4-on-1 situation into offensive opportunity, and now Team Filthy is on the attack, Alex.
How impressive was that? He caught Leo Rush and just tossed him towards his opponent, and now the tides have turned, and this is really how it was supposed to start. This is how the match is supposed to be right now.
Kratos is wailing away on Juice Robinson. Palm strike there. And now backed into the corner, and the tag to Filthy Tom Lawler. And wrapping the leg of Juice Robinson around the ropes. Juice having to fight his way out of the blue corner, but Lawler cuts his knee. Lawler with the chop block. That'd be 15 yards in the NFL, but it's all good here on New Japan Strong.
Don't ever turn your back on such a dangerous man that is Tom Lawler.
And looking to turn him over for the single leg crab, while Compromise now just clamping on this leg lock here.
In the middle of that ring, and I hope Jeremy will keep his eyes on the tag team partners of Robinson, because I can see that they're just itching to get in and break that submission.
And Juice was able to get to the ropes to force the break, and now Lawler trying to provoke Dickinson into making a mistake. He doesn't take the bait, but nevertheless, Tom Lawler now with the cravat driving those knees in. And 5 minutes in, folks, things are looking tough for Juice Robinson here in our tag team main event. The Barbecue Brawl is next week, and we invite you to join us as we celebrate Labor Day weekend. And a near fall there. Lawler is in control here over Juice.
I feel like the barbecue has already started. Juice is getting barbecued right now by Tom Lawler.
And now Lawler could really choke Juice out here in this position. And Juice prying those arms apart, but now Lawler taking the arms and driving them over. Look at this.
Look at the pressure he's putting on those shoulders. Wow, look at the way that he holds on, and he so fluidly changes from one submission to another, cranking on that neck. Juice is in trouble, trying to get to the rope, somehow gets to the rope, barely with that one remaining limp that Tom Lawler didn't have wrapped.
It's been all Lawler and Kratos.
Ooh.
As Kratos drives 305 directly into the knee. And now a suplex. There it is. JR Kratos could get the win here. Juice kicks out.
Continuing to work on that injured leg of Juice Robinson. Welcome back, Juice.
Uh-oh, watch this. Watch him fly.
Oh, and he holds
he
him
hung
up in
on.
the air, a little extra.
And now the tag to Royce Isaacs. So this might be the time where Isaacs and Nelson, the West Coast Wrecking Crew, get to display some of their tag team continuity after the knee DT. And if West Coast Wrecking Crew beats Juice Robinson, boy, that would be quite the feather in their cap. They could say they beat one half of the former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, World Tag League winners. And that's exactly why Filthy Tom Lawler brought West Coast Wrecking Crew, Alex, into Team Filthy. Cover, 2, and a kick out.
Well, they have Juice isolated completely. And this is a great game plan. I can see Leo Rush itching to get in the ring, frustrated, along with Brody King. You just have to accept how things are going. And Juice is just getting picked apart. They're inflicting a lot of damage on that leg.
And Lawler aggressively pulling Juice down, and now just right for the picking as Juice's tag team partners are coming in to protest. Look at the mugging on the floor with Lawler putting a figure 4 leg lock on Juice Robinson.
Look, I mean, the fault lies in Juice Robinson's team. Brody King and Leo Rush and Chris Dickinson distracting the referee, trying to get in the ring. They're not even the legal men, so they pay for it.
And now rolling Juice underneath the bottom rope. Right there for Jarrell Nelson. Jeremy Marcus slides over to the cover and counts 2 before Juice gets out.
I must commend Jeremy on keeping control of this match. Great job, Jeremy.
Asserting his authority. And now JR Kratos looking to lower the boom on Juice, who's wide open. Oh, my goodness.
He's a heavy, heavy hitter, is JR Kratos.
And now calling the boys in to take care of the tag partners while JR Kratos serves the final course here.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Come on.
Oh, man, I wanna run out there and pose with them. Oh, my
Plants
God.
him. 1, 2, and no! That'll stop right there as Juice kicks out.
I mean, I don't know how he had the wits to be able to kick out of that. Why he would even want to kick out of that. He knows that he's going to get more and more damage if he stays in this. You can just give in. Oh, look at that. He's got that front face lock, does Tom Lawler, while Kratos holds on to him. Why is Dickinson and Brody and Leo Rush in the ring? They're not even the legal men. Jeremy, gain control of this match. Exercise your authority.
At 10 minutes in, Juice Robinson's partners finally had seen enough and dive in, break up the double team. And now there's a whole lot of bodies on the floor. And most importantly is Juice Robinson, who is a long way away from his corner as his partners, Brody and Dickinson, have got to get control of their emotions because they are, unfortunately, they're just precipitating more beatings for Juice. And now the padding of the floor is turned away, a power bomb on the cement.
Jarrell Nelson pulled that thin little padding. Juice Robinson barely able to escape that power bomb.
And now he's up on the shoulders. Watch out. Oh! Kratos hits the pole. Jarrell Nelson,
No.
Wait a minute. Juice avoids that one from Isaacs. And now Juice trying to get away. Oh, and avoids the elbow drop from Lawler. There goes Isaacs into the barricade. Juice Robinson digging down deep to avoid Ricky and Robert. Yes, indeed. And let the violence begin.
Oh my goodness. Brody King clearing house. Look at those chops, just eliminating everybody. And now it's Kratos.
Back in.
There you go. Stomp on that foot.
Slung in. Partners collide. Oh, black hole slam. Down goes Kratos. And the tag to Chris Dickinson.
What are they planning on doing here? They only have 5 seconds. So, Jeremy, please. Oh, look at that cannonball.
Cannonball.
And another one.
No, don't do it. Oh, cannonballs all around.
This is a cannonball party.
That's it. Let's put that end to this show.
And the power bomb on Jarrell Nelson.
Two.
Oh,
no.
thank
The last
goodness.
split second. Strong open weight champion broke up that pin. Out goes Lawler. I am trying to keep track of who's who and where's what. As Brody King is on the floor, Lio Rush is in the ring, Chris Dickinson in the ring. It's pandemonium here on Strong in our main event.
So who's the legal man?
Chris Dickinson is legal. Jarrell Nelson is legal. And the end is near because Chris Dickinson is looking to lower the boom. But hang on, Isaac's
Yes. My God, Dickinson was about to throw that kick to the face of Jarrell Nelson, but
in. Spine buster from Juice. Watch out.
Ooh.
Underneath the leg lariat.
rear naked
Clamps on
choke
the rear
hold.
naked choke.
Wait a minute. Rolls backwards for the pin of
Oh!
Brody King. My God, what a splash. There you go. Big superplex on Brody King.
And now Lio Rush. Using the quickness against Kratos. Underneath the boot.
Whoa.
Pop up. Oh,
Oh,
the
my
run
God.
there. Thrust kick kicks the knee out.
Oh,
Spinning back kick puts Kratos on the edge of the ring. But Filthy Tom Lawler sneaking in. Grabbing the ankle of the #1 contender. And now Jarrell Nelson has him up. No, he doesn't. Underneath. Watch out. Rush
Tom
hour. Got
Lawler
it.
outside.
Up on the shoulders.
Death
Dirty
Valley
Daddy
driver on.
Death Valley driver. And now the STF locked in.
Come on,
locked
guys.
in,
Where's Great? No.
and it's over.
Time, 14 minutes and 24 seconds. Here are your winners. The team of Brody King, Juice Robinson, Lio Rush, and Chris Dickinson.
Well, that is everything you could want in a main event and more. What a wild 8-man matchup.
Once again, your winners the team of Brody King, Lio Rush, Juice Robinson, and Chris Dickinson.
This certainly has to frustrate the New Japan Strong champion. Certainly not the way that he was hoping this match would go, but
Look at Tom Lawler clutching that belt.
it's his. The belt is
Could
his.
be. Oh, it could be. That grip could be getting tenuous. I think he's concerned about Lio Rush, the #1 contender. And as summer turns into fall, the time is drawing near for Lio Rush to get his title shot against Filthy Tom Lawler, the Strong Openweight Championship. Will Lio Rush be the first to defeat Tom Lawler? Folks, we want to thank you for joining us for the Summer Struggle USA Tour. Next week, a good old-fashioned barbecue brawl. We'll have some fun, and you are invited. For Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, Juice is back on Strong, and I'm starting off with a W, but here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Hikuleo. He's coming out and he's crying and he's saying he wants competition. Well, that's great, because I'm here in New Japan Strong to go.
No! 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 Oh! You're back on New Japan Strong? Yeah! Oh! Yeah, you're back. You're back on my show. This is my show, huh? Loose. Welcome back, Juice. Welcome back to New Japan Strong. No. Yeah.